Hello and welcome to this blog post. I'm narrator Rebecca McKernan, and today I'll be sharing with you one of the latest in this spate of romance novels that I've produced into audiobook form. This is Judith Sterling's Flight of the Raven, and it's the first in Judith's Novels of Ravenwood trilogy. I've already shared with you the second one, in which I gave away kind of a key point of this one, so maybe go back and listen to that after you've listened to this one. There are no spoilers in this one, you're safe. I'll read to you the back of the book. How eager would the bridegroom be if he knew he could never bed the bride? Lady Emma of Ravenwood Keep is prepared to give Sir William L'Orage land, wealth, and her hand in marriage, but her virginity, not unless he loves her. The curse that claimed her mother is clear. Unless a Ravenwood heir is conceived in love, the mother will die in childbirth. Emma is determined to dodge the curse. Then William arrives, brandishing raw sensuality, which dares her explore her own. William the Storm isn't a man to be gainsaid. He'll give her protection, loyalty, and as much tenderness as he can muster, but malignant memories quell the mere thought of love. To him, the curse is codswallop. He plans a seduction to breach Emma's fears and raise her objections. What follows is a test of wills and an affirmation of the power of love. And as is my wont, I'm going to read you the first couple of pages of the book. And I'm just really optimistic that there's not going to be any really old English in this, because it's really difficult to remember how to pronounce it. So apologies in advance. Saxon, sorry, that's what I was looking for. I hope there's no Saxon in the first couple of pages. I required a pronunciation guide. Chapter 1. Northern England, September 1101. I wonder how eager my bridegroom would be if he knew he could never bed me, remarked Lady Emma of Ravenwood Keep. Her cousin, Gertrude, exchanged glances with Emma's handmaiden, Tilda, whose normally deft fingers fumbled their attempt to plait Emma's hip-length black hair. An uneasy silence stretched between the three young women, then spiralled out toward the bedchamber walls like a restless spirit. Gertrude examined her thick braid of chestnut hair, then threw it over her shoulder. "You're making a big mistake," she said. Emma's violet eyes glowed with resolve. "I'm making the best of an impossible situation." Gertrude groaned. "The curse! I would expect the Cotters and Villains to believe such hogwash, but why do you?" Emma's gaze fell to the herb-strewn rushes on the floor, and she pressed a hand to her chest. "You know why." "Your fate is not your mother's, or your grandmother's, for that matter. Grow up, Emma." "You wouldn't make so light of the curse if you were in my place." "Nor would I give my hand in marriage to a thieving Norman bastard. But as you say, I'm not in your place." "Done," Tilda said, securing Emma's braid. Then she cleared her throat. "Begging your pardon, but he's not a bastard." "He might as well be," said Gertrude, her green eyes ablaze. "He's a second son, so he couldn't inherit. Sorry about the cat. But for reasons that pass understanding, he gained Ravenwood." "The king rewards his best," Emma said. "Sir William is a great warrior." Gertrude snorted. "Great indeed! He's a ruthless Norman knight, like any other. His supposed valour is doubtless as embroidered as the Ravenwood curse." Emma's thoughts reeled. William L'Orage, William the Storm. Could a man who inspires such terror on the battlefield show compassion? "You tremble, my lady," Tilda said. "Shall I stoke the fire?" Emma attempted a smile, then abandoned the effort. "Only if you are cold," she said, standing. She moved to the window, opened the oak shutters, and peered out at a day that would shape the rest of her life. Dense fog swirled through the cold morning air. She could scarcely see the bailey below, much less the fertile fields beyond. "Have you had another vision?" Gertrude asked. Emma turned her back on the window. "Aye, the same one I've had since my father's death." "I wondered why you missed supper last night," Gertrude said, "though I should have guessed. When Woden's circle beckons, you invariably disappear. I cannot understand it. Tilda's hands found her hips. "'Tis a sacred place." "'Tis a heathen ring of stones," Gertrude retorted. She turned to Emma. "So you saw the young woman again? Are you certain 'twas your mother? You never knew her?" "I'm positive," said Emma. "She's warning me of danger." Gertrude frowned. "Yet she says naught and shows you naught." Emma shrugged. "I cannot force the messages, any more than I can control when they come." "Perhaps she disapproves of your marriage," Gertrude said. "If only you'd been able to wed Aldred. Ravenwood could have stayed a Saxon stronghold, and Aldred would have killed any Norman beast that dared enter our lands." Emma gave her a pointed look. "That's exactly what I wish to avoid. I've had a bellyful of the hatred between Saxons and Normans. Aldred the Merciless has no place here. My people deserve peace." Gertrude crossed her arms and stared at Emma. "How do you know Sir William brings peace?" "I don't," Emma thought. "I hope." King Henry wants harmony in the north," she said aloud. "If he trusts Sir William with that task, who are we to doubt? I will do my duty." Gertrude scowled. "Is it duty or dissent to spurn your husband's right to the marriage bed?" Emma glanced at the large oak bed, which seemed to swallow a third of the chamber. "I'll be a faithful wife in all other respects," she said. "Better to face a husband's wrath than die in childbirth." I'm going to stop there. I was going to carry on, but you're just going to have to buy it. So that's the first couple of pages of Judith Sterling's Flight of the Raven, which is the first in her Novels of Ravenwood trilogy. You can get the first and the second, Soul of the Wolf, on Amazon, Audible and iTunes. I'm Rebecca McKernan. You can get me at Becca Tells Tales on Facebook and Twitter, and also RebeccaMcKernan.com. Have a great day. Speak to you again soon. Mwah.